The people who are just like live action or nothing at all, fuck you. I always say this. Fuck you. Like, you are a selfish asshole. So, Batfleck. All right, so I tweeted something out that I knew was good. I was feeling a little frisky on Saturday night. You know, it's been a while since I stirred the pot a little bit when it comes to fandoms, when it comes to the Snyder fandom, the diehards, and then when it comes to the anti-Snyder fandom, I was like, you know what? I'm going to tweet something out because there was this very image right here that kind of just got me like, wow, that looks really cool. I saw it before, did not realize that it was actually going to be a Batman variant cover for Batman, I think 151 or something like that. And I went, oh my God, they utilized Batfleck, and this is pretty awesome. Are we getting closer to actually can we have Ben Affleck's Batman script turned into a graphic novel? Oh, we're getting closer. Just take Ben Affleck's Batman script and make it a graphic novel. Look at that beautiful art right there. It's just a variant cover that they were like, all right, let's put Batfleck right there. Doesn't mean anything. Oh, but the responses were fun. And I knew it would because I put hashtag make the Batfleck graphic novel. Because obviously there's that hashtag that is make the Batfleck movie. And, you know, some of those guys are a little, you know, a little too passionate, I guess you could say. And right off the bat, too, like within 5 minutes, it was like, I got quote tweets that were just like, no, hashtag make the Batfleck movie. Because, I mean, sadly, there are just people out there that just, they you know, obviously it's their way or the highway kind of thing. It's that whole thing where it's like, and it was funny because when I woke up and I started kind of looking, I also got pushback from the anti-Snyder people as well. People saying, let it go, not going to happen, blah, blah, blah. I also got that too, but it's also pretty funny because, you know, especially when I get some of the guys that just go like, you know, that basically just say like, oh yeah, you were just using this as bait. And I'm like, well, yeah, and you fell for it. I mean, yes, sometimes that does happen where you just, you know, people just do that. You get on social media, especially Twitter, and you're going to rile up, you know, I'm just not one of those people that rile up a fan base and then go, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, I hate it when I see that, when I see people like rile up a fan base and then they go like, wow, why am I getting dogpiled on? It's like, well, you riled up the fan base. What do you expect? So I was like, you know what? It's been a while. Let's see what happens when I post this. And sure enough, yeah. And I went back and forth with some people. And it is kind of interesting when, well, first off, one of the funniest things when it came to some back and forths that I had when it came to this whole thing was the fact that it always went back to Zach. And I'm like, wait a minute, aren't we talking about Ben Affleck's Bat? I mean, I get it that, you know, he did say that he pitched Justice League 2 and 3 for a graphic novel. He did. He said that. I think he's even said that on the Vodka stream. He said that he like did that and they just turned him down. I mean, who knows what will happen in the future? It could turn into something else. But, yeah, it's just like, okay, so we got that. But I'm like, what about Ben Affleck's Batman script? I mean, that's not the same. It's not the same as Ben Affleck. You know, could be a totally different thing. Okay. So maybe they could turn that into something. But it was just kind of funny seeing that. But the people who are just like live action or nothing at all, fuck you. I always say this. Fuck you. Like, you are a selfish asshole. Okay? Just because there's actually a graphic novel doesn't mean that it wouldn't turn into live action. But I got news for you. There's not going to be a live action, okay? There's just not. It's been way too long now, okay? And everybody's off doing their own things. We got Warner Brothers and DC Studios doing their own thing. They're starting their own new universe. It's just not going to happen now. I mean, I remember there was like a time period where it was like, maybe. It's long past now. It's too far along now. So I'm like, I just want to get these stories, these Snyderverse stories, into either in a book or animation, which still could be a possibility. Live action, let's face it, it's just not gonna happen. But it was just like when you see like the either live action or not, I'm like, where's the logic in that? Where's the actual logic in that? And like I said, yeah, it was a little bit of I stirred the pot a little bit. I admit that. Okay, I admit that. I want to see what that story all had involved. Put it in a book. I want to put it in a book. Put anything that was already like in script form into a book, because I'm sure it's gold.